If you're interested in managing anxiety or panic attacks or depression or an addiction, then you might consider Skype counseling. Counseling via Skype is a very effective way of getting one-on-one help from a professional psychotherapist like myself from the comfort of your own home. This is very important that you feel comfortable and are really taking charge of your recovery process. And that's where online therapy is so effective, because it's much less intimidating for you, the client. It's really focused on teaching you skills for managing your emotions better. I've been practicing Skype counseling now for over 10 years, and I can honestly say that my clients generally prefer this to traditional office-based psychotherapy. They certainly enjoy the convenience of Skype counseling, and they find it much more effective because of that, because it's more convenient and more comfortable. Many of my clients suffer from anxiety, and again, that makes the online format of Skype counseling very attractive because it's just much less intimidating. The style of psychotherapy that I offer online is called Mindfulness Therapy, and this works very well through Skype. This is a process that's based on teaching you techniques and methods and practical ways of managing your emotions using the skills of mindfulness. It's a very effective approach indeed for anxiety and depression. I see clients all over North America, and I have many clients in Western Europe and as far away as Kuwait, and even further to South Korea and Japan and Australia. All you need is a reliable internet connection, and then you can arrange for a Skype counseling session using your laptop or even using your tablet or smartphone. So if you'd like to learn more about Skype counseling, please go to my website and then email me. We can schedule a Skype counseling session at a time that works for you. So I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.